Hi, this is Rachel coming to you with this week's Sparkle of Shabbat. A little bit late today, but for a good reason, which I'll get to a little bit later in the Sparkle. So this week I wanted to talk a little bit about the sweetest cookie that I ever ate at a Shabbat service or after the service, and then also a few reflections on that story. So I actually refer to how I met my husband Seth as the story of the sweetest cookie that I ever ate, because we actually met on a Friday night Shabbat service, at the service, and actually afterward at the cookie table. And he came up to me and said, "Hi, I'm Seth." And he kind of had his head cocked to one side and said, "Hi, I'm Seth." And I really hope that I didn't have a mouthful of cookie at the time, but it's very possible I did, because as I've probably mentioned in my previous Sparkles, I have a really big sweet tooth, and especially for Shabbat cookies. So that was actually how Seth and I met, and I've spoken in the past about coincidences or incidents of the divine or almighty, and I would say that definitely was one, because we also met at the same synagogue where my parents were married, and so I like to think that there was something really special and divine about that meeting. But when I reflect on that story and about my impressions of Seth, and also what I think has been so important in our marriage, was my observation that I felt that he was a nice person. My initial observation, what a nice guy. As I got to know him, I came to realize that he was a kind guy, a kind person. And I have found that the kindness has actually been one of the most important ingredients in our marriage. I would say probably the most important ingredient. In that we both try our hardest to use kindness with each other, and just with our approach to our marriage, and I think our approach to living. I know in Judaism, the idea of gemilut chasadim, deeds of loving kindness and acts of kindness, are so critical to how we live our lives, both in terms of our approach to the world in general, and also our approach to just to our families and to people that we care about. And I would say that certainly the kindness that Seth and I have been able to share with each other made that Shabbat cookie the sweetest that I have ever eaten. And also the reason why I'm late today to giving this Shabbat message is because I've been able to spend a quiet day with my husband. So that is a blessing. So my sparkle for this week would be, may we all enjoy a very sweet Shabbat cookie. I'll be curious what your favorite kind is. And may we really enjoy a Shabbat Shalom.